said, when I first started playing back in Serbia, I couldn't do a push-up. And when I came here, I was probably the worst conditioned player in the league. I lost a lot of weight, and I feel much better. To be honest, I don't run faster, but I can play a lot longer. That's what matters. Brian?
Yeah, it helps, for sure. Thanks, Allie. And Grant, we've got two teams here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
Now Denver's starting five. Murray and Caldwell Pope are the backcourt pairing. Porter Jr. and Gordon at the 3 and the 4. And it's Jokic in at the 5. And for the Clippers, Leonard and Batum, the duo at forward. Paul George out there with John Wall. And it's Zubats in at the center position.
Well, I like what the defense tried to do. They crowded Kawhi, but he's just getting so creative near the basket.
Now here's Porter. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Clock at 6. Sinks it from distance.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
When we talk about the Nuggets in their front office, they've done a great job drafting players, Brent.
Yeah, when you find Jokic in the second round, I'd say that's more than commendable. But we got other guys on this roster, other non-lottery picks like Holmes, Highland, and give their scouts a lot of credit.
Now here's Porter. 1:49 left to play in the first quarter. Jokic's shot is good.
In the painted area at that kind of size, Jokic is a rock that's not moving around.
George outside. Up top Wall. Defended by Murray. Back to George. Pass to Leonard. Up and over Porter. Leonard, good.
Once Leonard gets some wiggle room down there with his broad shoulders, he figures out how to execute and knock it down.
Oh, George with a steal. 18 feet out. They get it back. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a three-point opportunity here. One free throw coming up. And a new group getting ready for the Clippers. Morris, he's checked in for Zubats. Covington comes in for Batum. Norman Powell, he's checked in for Paul George. And it's Jackson in for Wong.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
The offensive rebound. And count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
Well, some strength on display from Jordan there. Love how he uses it to convert on these and-one opportunities.
DeAndre Jordan, shooting 1.
Throw's good. Jordan.
Well, the adventure begins when DeAndre gets to the line, but I think he's wanting to work hard on his free throws, so it's not a substitution in the last 2 minutes of a game. He wants to get confident stepping up and knocking them down.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 7. And that one good.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
The Nuggets have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Brown against Leonard. Green, the pass to Smith. No good on the 3. The Clippers have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Jackson outside. Pass to Leonard. Lays it up and banks it in. Leonard's got 9 points.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
And so it's Kawhi Leonard making highlights for the Clippers. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Clippers.
And it's been a pretty even after 1 quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
You could really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
The Nuggets trail.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
On the floor for Denver, getting going in the second. Porter Jr. and Gordon at the 3 and the 4. The backcourt form is Highland and Murray, and it's Jokic in at the 5, roaming the paint. To the inside, here's Jackson. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
And here are the Nuggets now. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. Highland misses.
Great work by the defense. That's the intensity coaches want to see.
Powell in the post. Working on Jokic. Zubats. Drops in the layup for 2. Zubats has got his first bucket in this one.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away. And threatening here.
Denver calls timeout. Well, Grant, every team is looking for that perfect 5 on the floor, that magical lineup. In your mind, is that synonymous with small ball?
I think it is, B.A. I mean, having players that can play small, can switch on defense, obviously play multiple positions on the offensive end. It's just a combination, when executed properly, could be a nightmare for the opponent. Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
For 3, George. Can't get it to go, making him 0 for 2.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Nikola Jokic again has won the league MVP, but he's not one to beat his own chest. He said, quote, "I never think about it. I didn't come here to be the MVP of the league. I always think that somebody's better than me, and I want to compete to beat them. Just by that mentality alone, I'm the underdog every time." Brian?
Well, it's working for him, Allie. Thanks. The first free throw is good.
Now look at this Denver team, and you just expect them to be good for a long time. Obviously, MVP and Jokic, but their best players, all young, signed the long-term deals. They should be able to compete.
Morris, he's checked in for the Clippers. Kennard comes in for Powell, and the Nuggets will go for a different look here. Jordan's checked in for Jokic. Green comes in for Gordon. Brown, he's checked in for Porter Jr., and it's Smith in for Murray. Now here's George. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one.
That's what you need your bigs to do. Step up and control the defensive glass.
Here's Smith. And that one's good. And Green with the assist.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
George outside. Pass to Kennard. Green against Leonard. Morris outside. 4 on the clock. Over Jordan. They get the rebound. The kick out to Wall. George outside. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Here's Morris. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Green, the pass to Brown. Here's Smith. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive. The story early on was Kawhi Leonard, who was on fire. He had 9 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. Kenny, what'd you think about the Clippers?
It's great to see a team going inside, challenging the defense in the paint. You don't see that mentality as often in today's game. So much is perimeter. Guys want to stay on the outside. They don't want to get sweat equity.
And that does it for our half.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. It's a three-point game. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. It's Batum at the power forward with Zubats at center. And it's Wall in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Pass to Jokic. Just 5 on the clock. Great open look there.
Assisted by
Jokic has gotten his second bucket.
And Jokic's decision-making is absolutely elite. Taking that catch and shoot that time.
The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep break.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps when you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt the team.
Standing at 6'4",
At the line
Wall is
for
a
your
big
Clippers.
point guard. That size
Wall.
along with his handles help him operate inside.
And he drops the first.
Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible.
He does not get the second one. Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That they could be their own franchise away from the shared building with the Lakers. And
First team
for so long in LA, they've been treated as sort of the second-rate
Shooting to
team,
Denver.
and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena,
2 shots.
it's moving them well into the right direction.
First one falls for him. Well, when we talk home court advantage, you think the Nuggets have the best in the NBA?
I think so, BA, and it has to do with geography. Denver is at altitude, and that's hard on your body, trust me, I know. And they're isolated from the rest of the league, so it always is a long trip out there as well.
Norman Powell, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Jackson comes in for Wall. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but BA, those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Pass to Jokic. Shot from the low post is good. Jokic has got 6.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Up top, Zubats. And here's Jackson from downtown. Gets the 3 to fall. 5 points in the game.
He's a confident guy, and he's got a solid three-point shot, so Jackson rises and fires.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Gordon finds Porter, and then Porter with the dunk.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
George outside. Up top, Powell. Back to George. Pass to Zubats. Inside. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
Defensive foul. Aaron
It ran a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A. After dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
And the Nuggets going with a whole new group out there. And that one falls for Jackson.
And guys, over the last several years, Denver's been top 10 in offensive rating. Now, they played a slower pace, but made the most of their possessions.
Smith with it, picked up by Powell. Smith passes to Brown. Green against Covington. Here's Smith. They grab their own miss. And slam dunk by Jordan.
DeAndre Jordan dominates this game on both ends around the glass.
Here's Powell. Oh, Jordan with the block. Here's Highland. Second chance shot. It counts. And the foul. It'll go on Luke Kennard.
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
At the foul line for one.
One drops. He ties it up. It's all tied in Los Angeles. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball coming up next.
24.
And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for the Nuggets, Gordon is the 4 with the Joker in the middle. The backcourt for him is Highland and Murray, and it's Porter in at the 3 spot. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. Batum is checked in for Covington, and Denver with a change here too. Caldwell Pope's checked in. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
Morris passes to Batum. Clock is at 3. Here's Leonard. No good. And it's Denver the other way. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Clippers.
Clippers ball.
And the Clippers making a change here. Zubats checked in.
Ivica Zubats.
Against Wall, pass to Zubats. Back to Wall. George outside. Shot clock at 6.
George had great position that time. An easy deuce.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Caldwell Pope.
2 minutes.
Pass to Porter to take the lead. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Nuggets lead by 1. Neither team able to take a hold of this game.
Yeah, it's been a tight one. Numerous lead changes, very competitive.
Leonard, right side. And basket's good with the assist from Wall.
Cutting into this lead. They're well within striking distance.
Yeah, just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
Murray passes to Jokic. Banked it in off the glass.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
That one's good for 2.
And being that Wall as a point guard, it's his responsibility to facilitate. Just a terrific dime right there.
Murray against Wall. Murray passes to Jokic. Shoots over Zubac. Now here's Jokic. Not a lot of room. Here's Caldwell Pope. From outside, off the mark. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 in the 4th and looking confident on offense. George passes to Wall. Leonard, left side. And there's the foul. It's on Michael Porter. It's his first foul of the game.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Leonard outside. Jokic grabs the board. And here are the Nuggets now. They trail by 1.
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. They're trailing by 1. We've got 33 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And it would be smart to go for a 2-for-1 right now.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Jamal Murray.
And I just love to see a player who plays with an aggressive mindset. I mean, he had the energy and the intensity all game. He didn't waste any time when he had his chances out there by attacking the rim.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. He pleaded with the guys to stay composed, saying, quote, "Don't try to be a hero out there. We practice these situations, and we've got to trust one another. If we do that down the stretch, we win this game. Go get it."
Okay, thank you, Allie. He gets the first, and that ties this game up.
Certainly a reliable free throw shooter, but these always feel different. Let's see if Kawhi can focus in.
And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives him a lead.
Just so reliable at the line. There was never a doubt that those were money.
Now a timeout called by Denver. They're down by 1. 26 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
Come on, fans. Stand up. Make some more.
26 seconds left in the 4th quarter here. Murray finds Jokic. Here's Caldwell Pope. It's good!
Look, Jokic continues to get confidence. He is becoming that guy for this team.
Time called here. The Clippers decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 1. 17 seconds left in the 4th. All right, guys, what's your take?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
And sometimes not just what a coach draws up, but who he has execute in these moments.
they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
And the Nuggets call time here. They lead by 1. 7 seconds left in the final quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
John Wall, first personal foul. Second team foul. At the line.
Good on the first, and that'll put them up 2.
And this team feels comfortable with Murray at the line, especially when the game is up for grabs.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 3-point game.
Well, important there to have the 3-point lead because only a 3 can tie it up now. And as a defender, you are left somewhat helpless to stop that. Leonard with too many moves in his arsenal and a flood of ice water in his face.
Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game. Here we go. And so here's Denver. Caldwell Pope and Porter Jr. They're the 2 and the 3. Nikola Jokic is out there with Bruce Brown. And it's Murray in at the point. Here's Jokic. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
And the Joker right now is dealing all-around game from him, reminding all of us he can pile up the points.
And we just had to see that mobile 1 drive one more time. Great stuff.
Let me ask you this. Who can deliver with the game on the line? Hard-nosed drives like this can move the needle. Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Well, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Jokic shot is good.
Jokic needed it, and he got it.
The Clippers trail. Leonard on the wing. Great D that time from Porter.
Okay, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Ball against Murray. Pass to Leonard. And it's in. A huge shot to tie it up.
Oh, you could see it from the moment he caught the ball. Leonard looking to rise to the occasion, making the big shot to help the team out.
Now a timeout called by Denver. Batum is checked in for the Clippers. Murray finds Jokic. Shoots over Zubac. Off the left rim and out. Batum pass to Wall. Leonard outside.
Yeah, you can be as physical as you want with Kawhi Leonard. He just stays with it and is unshaken.
Murray passes to Jokic. And he's tied it up. What a shot.
And for them to get out in front, it feels like they're going to need him to lead the way.
Time called here. The Clippers decide to talk it over.
Here we go, fans. Let's get loud for your Clippers.
Paul George, he's checked in for Powell. Gordon, he's checked in for the Nuggets. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Leonard outside. And a chance for one more at the line.
And this is who he has become. Leonard with the great body control takes the hit and still able to sink the shot.
First and 1. At the line for your Clippers, Kawhi Leonard for a free throw. Shooting 1.
And Leonard, no good on that one.
Not the result he or his teammates were hoping for. He could have put this one away.
Now a timeout called by Denver. They're trailing by 2. 16 seconds left to play in overtime. Your thoughts, guys?
A chance to tie it up here.
Well, they just need a solid play right now, and Coach going through his index cards to find one to get something going.
Stolen by Wall. And so they foul intentionally.
That's his 3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul. At the line for LA, John Wall. At the line for 2.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And after a series of major injuries, Wall still remains one of the more athletic players in this league.
And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Huge moment. He steps up and sinks the final daggers.
Pass to Porter, takes a 3, and he can't get that one. So it's the Clippers taking the W in a close one. They escape with the W, even though they needed a few extra minutes to pull it off.
And both teams